hair. And I was working at one of my jobs, a coffee shop, and this little 4-year-old cute girl came up to me and looked up and said, "Why do you have calm feeling in your hair?" And I was like, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" She goes, "Calm feeling, it's in your hair." And at this point, like, her mom had reached her, and her mom goes, "Calm feeling is her word for blue." Just matter-of-factly. So what the fuck kind of fucked up bullshit are you teaching this poor little girl? Everything your parents tell you, you think is true. So her parents said that instead of blue, we're going to call it calm feeling. Do you know how fucked up this kid is going to be when she reaches kindergarten? Okay, kids, let's line up the color blocks in this order. Blue, green, red, pink. Miss Susie, you said every color wrong. What do you think those colors are called, Sally? Calm feeling, deep ocean, warm embrace, and angel's pussy. That was my only joke tonight. I'm going to chase that with 2 true stories. The first one happened last year, just a few months after I got married. Me and my husband were driving down to Omaha from Sioux Falls, and the plan was to go straight to the movie theater and meet my parents when we got here to see Batman, because of Batman. And
Dark Knight.
Yep. And I'm going to take a shot with that guy later. To Batman. About a half an hour before Omaha, we stopped at McDonald's because we wanted some nuggets. I don't think anyone would judge me for that.
Oh, I assume.
Right as we're driving into Omaha, however, my husband looks at me and says, "I gotta take a shit." And I, like, kind of giggle and, like, laugh. Pretend he's funny. You know, wife stuff. And he looks at me seriously and he goes, "I'm literally going to take a shit if you don't find a bathroom right now." Because apparently, if you're a dude, those moments happen in your life. And I'm not going to stand here and pretend that girls don't shit, okay? We're all adults. But I'm like a poop prude still. Like, I'm married, but I'm still like, "Honey, I'm gonna go wash my face." And I'll, like, turn the faucet on and then sit down and be like, "I'm washing my face." So he doesn't hear anything. So he starts for real panicking that he's gonna shit his pants. And I start for real panicking that he's gonna shit his pants. And I'm frantically driving around Omaha looking for a bathroom. And I turn the corner and Millard North. Right? My old high school. And it's summertime, but we see cars, so we park and we're running. And I don't know why I'm running, because how am I going to assist him in his shit? But, you know, wife stuff. And we're running, and the first door is locked, and we run to the second door, and it, you know, we barely get to it before it shuts, and we walk into a cafeteria full of, like science camp. Basically, like, that's the only thing that happens in the summer, right? It's, like, really smart kids that are at school, and we're there to shit. And this lady comes up with a clipboard, and she's like, "Oh, you're here to volunteer?" And I'm like, "I'll cover you!" And he's running, and long story short, it's fine. He makes it, he doesn't explode, we make it to Batman on time, and then everything's fine. But it gets me to thinking about other stories in our relationship that were kind of similar to that. Like, on our second date, he picks me up, and we go out to dinner, and then we go to the bar and play pool and have a drink, and it's awesome. And then on our way back to his place, right? Right? No, it was his parents. It's not that cool. He's like, "Quick, pull into Hy-Vee." So I pull in, and I park, and he's like, "I'll be right back." 15 minutes later, he comes out of Hy-Vee with a dozen roses for me. And at the time, I'm like, oh my God, he's so spontaneous and romantic. This is the best. But in retrospect, you guys think he was shitting? He was probably shitting. Welcome to marriage. All right, true story number 2. Right before Christmas, this past Christmas, I was working and I was having the shittiest day ever. Let's see, I was hungover, which was my fault, but it still sucks. I was stressed out about money, I was fighting with a friend, my clothes didn't match, I missed my mom, like everything that could be going wrong was happening. So, worst day ever. And it had snowed, and I hate snow. So about 4 hours into my worst day ever, I walk up the stairs, and my friend Kaylee is like, can we talk about the field across the street? Before I tell you what I saw that day, I need to say that before this moment I didn't believe in God. So I guess this is my testimony. So I turn and look out this huge window, and my eyes fall upon the most immaculate, erect penis drawn in the snow in the football field across the street from my work. And it was perfect. Like, the lines were thick, everything was proportionate and straight, and it was the best snow art, or snart, as I like to call it, that the world has ever seen. And I immediately fell to my knees and said, thank you, God. Like, this is exactly what I needed today. My faith in you is restored. I love you. It was the best. And I know that God didn't come down here and draw the wiener. Like, I get that. I went to Bible school. I get that he uses people to do his will, right? So he put the idea of this wiener into somebody's head, and then this kid went and fulfilled his destiny as a snartist and turned my shittiest day ever into the best day I've had yet so far. But I think my favorite part about the dawn was that the only footprints coming from it, coming to and from it, were from the tip. And that's funny because it's jizz. Thanks for laughing at my dick joke, guys. I worked really hard on it. It went a lot faster than I thought it would, but I'm still left satisfied. Oh, man. Guys, I'm so scared about my parents finding out that I do stand-up. I'm terrified. Okay, my dad's a pastor. My mom married a pastor. I know they wouldn't approve of my shit and dick jokes that I tell every time I have a microphone in my hand. And I have this friend, Hannah, who's amazing, and through the last few months she's really been giving me a lot of great advice on just how to tell my parents, like, who I really am, I guess. Like, this is what I like, this is my sense of humor. And she's been so great. But the thing is that Hannah is a lesbian. And she just recently started coming out to her close friends and family, and it's been like such a huge year for her. So what we have here is Hannah, a lesbian, who's actually like going through a really, really big thing in her life, and she's this amazing, strong, brave woman, and I respect her more than anyone. And she's giving me advice on how to tell my mom that I say the word shit. And she takes time out of her day where she's like actually going through real things to help me figure out how to tell my dad that I think dick jokes are funny. And that's so ass backwards and ridiculous when you think about it. Like, can you imagine me coming out to my parents as a stand-up comedian? Mom, Dad, no, I think you should sit down. I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a really long time now, and years. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but I'm ready now. I know that you love me, and you'll love me no matter what. And I love you guys for that. Okay, so here it goes. I'm gonna do it. When things in nature look like wieners. I think it's funny. Mom. And I've always thought it was funny. And I'm probably always going to think it was funny. It's just who I am. I was born this way. Also, I don't believe in God, and I've done acid 16 times. And that's all my jokes. Thanks, guys.
Here we go for Alice Moss.